You're live.
Are we live?
My goodness.
We're live.
We had a computer tell us we're live.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Haha.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Glad to see everybody. How's everybody on this Sunday afternoon?
This warm Sunday afternoon in Las Vegas.
So hot. Oh my goodness, it's been so hot today. When we came in a little while ago, it was about 109. Yesterday, Gary and I were out filming, and it was 113.
Oh my. So, Gary, where's Gary?
Where's Gary? Where's Gary? Where's Gary? Gary doesn't feel good. Gary has a little touch of the upset stomach.
Aww.
So we are flying solo tonight. He'll be better very soon. I'm taking good care of him. Lots of liquids, some bed rest, lots of love. He'll be better soon.
Absolutely.
But for tonight, we said, hey, we're going to go live. Pop-up live.
Hey.
Surprise.
We're doing a surprise pop-up. We're going to talk about our recent travels. We're going to show you some items from pickaro.com. And we are going to share some items that you've never seen before that we just added to pickaro.com a few minutes ago.
We thought that would be like a little fun thing we could do for the pop-up.
Mm-hmm.
And we told Gary we'd try to sell some glow glass.
Ooh, yes. We're going to talk about that in a minute.
Yeah.
Now, I always love to start this. Let's start the chat out by saying, where is everybody watching from?
Yeah,
let us know.
Really.
We appreciate it more than words can say if you give a little thumbs up. If you see that little thumbs up icon on there, just click it. I see 6 of you have already done it. So please keep clicking that 7. Thank you. It's like the Jerry Lewis telethon. We got a live count. 7 thumbs up. Oh, we've got Karen watching from Massachusetts. So good to see you, Karen Marie. Thank you so much for being here.
Absolutely. Now, Massachusetts, it must be a little cooler there. I hope so.
I would hope so.
I hope so.
I love Massachusetts. We visited Massachusetts. I've been to Massachusetts 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
We went to Nantucket when I was a kid.
Martha's Vineyard.
I went to one of my best friend's graduations in Boston. She was at Wellesley, so I was spending a lot of time in Boston. That was a lot of fun. Beautiful, beautiful place. SoCal.
All right.
Yeah, we're in SoCal.
Sassy Susie.
You know we're from Santa Barbara.
Yep.
There is so much history.
Oh my goodness.
Actually, this is something I wish we had started this channel when I was a teenager. The amount of stories and experiences and things that we've done. When I flew there for her graduation, I took an overnight flight, and I was the first person to arrive. So I had nothing to do. So I just had a backpack because it was an overnight weekend trip. So I walked the Freedom Trail from the airport. I took the subway from the airport and then walked the whole Freedom Trail that first morning. Boston, summertime, it was amazing.
If I remember rightly, you called us from the Union Oyster House where you were having breakfast at the Daniel Webster booth.
Yes, the Union Oyster House in Boston has amazing history to it. It's one of the oldest continuously open restaurants in America, and every booth has a little history to it. This is the booth that JFK sat in. This is the booth where they recruited soldiers for the American Revolution. I love that place, and the fish is pretty good too.
I remember we all went there as a family.
Who else do we have here?
We have Ella from Idlewild, the town of Mayor Max.
Mayor Max. If you don't know, Idlewild is in California, and Idlewild's mayor
Riverside
is a golden retriever. It's so cool. It's a charity event, and you can buy votes. And it's always a golden retriever who's elected mayor, and it's just such a wonderful thing.
We have Carmen is from Temecula.
Oh, lovely.
Thank you so much. Loves our family and channel. Thank you.
Thank you.
Means a lot. Oh, I hit my mic. I get in trouble. We have Catherine from St. Louis. And we have Madison, from Toms River, New Jersey, the Jersey Shore. Love it. Love Jersey.
Keep an eye out for schnauzers.
I grew up in New York. Of course, I love Jersey.
I will definitely keep an eye out for schnauzers.
All right. That's a good thing to know. All right.
I got
schnauzers.
Got my Chicago mug right here.
Oh, I don't have my mug. I have my can of Buble.
I love to collect. These are These are the Starbucks Been There mugs. And I love the whimsical artwork on them. And I got a whole bunch on this last trip. They just announced they're going to discontinue this and come out with a new series. So I am collecting these as I find them. And it's going to be a bit of an experience trying to find all the ones that I'm missing. It'll be fun.
And of all things, the one he couldn't find was Santa
Oh,
Barbara.
why? If I found them, I have my Santa Barbara one, but
But for
apparently
friends.
it's the rarest one out there. So I thought I might get a couple to trade or, offer to friends. There's a single one in Santa Barbara. They're all sold out.
Trust us. We know. We went to all the Santa Barbara Starbucks last week.
Karen Marie has a schnauzer too. I love their faces with the little beards.
They're so cute.
God, they're so cute.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I think we should show a few items.
Yeah, we thought this would be fun. We
yeah.
would just hang out and show you guys some new items.
Absolutely. And like I was saying, thumbs up, appreciated. I see 13 of you have done that now.
Thank you, guys.
We have a catalog of items on pickerroad.com that we've set up for this. So if you go to, I've got the screen right here behind me. If you go to it's pickerroad.com, no www. We learned that recently.
Yeah.
You just go pickerroad.com.
All one word.
And you can see we have our top here with our image for tonight's show. You click shop now and it'll give you everything we're going to be showing tonight. Some fun, wonderful little treasures that we've amassed from around the world. And we're going to talk about that, but we're also going to talk about our trips and journeys. And we want to hear from you. If you have questions, let us know. Ask whatever you want to ask us, whatever you want to talk about. This is kind of an ask me anything, and we'll show you some items along the way.
Yeah, they can ask us questions about Gary, and he has nothing. We can tell him anything.
Blacklight.
Okay, so what do I have?
Ooh.
I have.
Hall.
I shall hold it. This is the little Hall vase. This one is the 4.5 size. It's Hull, USA. Made in the USA, and it's got these really nice little flowers on it. I love it. I love the bas relief. I love the feel of it. It's in perfect condition. Of course it is.
I'm going to have you scoot just a little bit that way so we can see it.
There
we go. Now we're all balanced.
Scooting.
Perfect.
I'm scooting. There we go. Oh, look at him.
You can see all your details.
Fancy schmancy.
Haha.
Fancy schmancy. It's good to have a super tech in the house.
That's the kindest pronunciation of nerd I've ever heard.
You're not a nerd. You do too much. I think you do too much other things.
Thank you.
But anyway, that's our little hull. We
and
thought we would bring that. We have had other hulls on Picker Road, and this is new.
Yes, that is $28. That is the first time it has ever appeared. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to throw up the link to that into the chat.
All right.
We're doing this a little bit different tonight.
Yeah.
So,
because it's a pop-up.
It's a pop-up. There's the link to it right there. Oh, and I'm signed in on my other YouTube channel, which isn't even a content channel. So I'm going to actually switch over to Picker Road, make that easier. It's a pop-up.
Oh, how fun. Madison, her little schnauzer's name is Zoe.
Oh, I love that.
I love that name. That's so cute. My mom had a schnauzer. It's way before you were born.
Of course.
But she had little schnauzer, and his name was Brandy. He was so sweet.
Brandy, you're a fine girl?
No, he was a Brandy. He was a fine boy. That was
a
cute little dog.
All right. What would you like to show next?
All right. What should we show next? These pop-ups, because nothing is planned. I don't have any list. I don't have anything. How about the tumble up?
Ooh.
This is the first tumble up ever to appear on Picker Road.
Oh, my.
I feel like it's a debut. This is let me see if I turn it around correctly.
Look at that.
Look, there he goes.
Isn't that artwork incredible?
I know. This is hand painted. Let me turn it around. The tumble up. There's your glass. And then let me put the glass down and turn this around. You can see the hand painting on the back. And of course, he's got it up on the screen. So me holding it up is almost anticlimactic. But there it is. It's a nice little tumble up. We thought it'd be fun.
Hey, Robin's Nest Resale. Good to see you.
Hey, how's it going?
Good to see everybody. Welcome in.
Really. Thank you guys so much for being here. We have, I don't know if we've ever done a pop-up sale. We've done lives from the Antique Alley at the Picker Road Boutique. We did a live there, and we were doing live selling there. but I think this is the first time we've done a pop-up from the studio.
Yeah,
This is kind of fun.
we thought it would be a fun thing to do on a
Sun-
nice Sunday night.
A Sunday evening, just
Spend Sunday with our friends.
hang out and show you guys you guys are kind of getting a pre-advance because most people don't even know that we're going to be doing this. So this is kind of like a special. Is this a special like when they do the old specials?
Ooh.
And
wait, if it's like one of the old specials, knock knock, who's at the door? It's Frank Sinatra and Vincent Price.
Oh my God, he's an old soul. That's all I have to say. He's seen this all in reruns. Reruns.
If the bubbles go by, you know Lawrence Welk just arrived.
Oh my God, see? Anyway, this is our tumble up. Actually, absolutely beautiful condition. And I will show the bottom. It says hand painted Nippon.
It is Nippon of Japan.
Right.
Robin's Nest was asking who it was made by. It is gorgeous. This is you've been saving this one.
I have
for a special occasion.
I have. I really love this. It's just too beautiful for words.
And we are offering that for $59. I put the link up there if anybody wants to see it.
We have the size and everything in the description, but we have it's about 7 3/4 inches tall. So that's the pop. That's the tumble up.
Now that's a piece from Japan.
It is.
Of course, we were picking in Japan just a few months ago.
Oh my goodness, what an experience that was.
That was really something. The Kanamaranon Gate.
Yes.
Which is a 900-year-old gate, leads into this incredible open air market, which leads into a closed market, which leads into shops, which leads into antique stores. It was
amazing.
A mile of shopping and just some of the most incredible food and treasures and everything. I mean, I have never. What?
Oh, I thought it was a shadow. I thought you had a dark under your eye. I'm looking.
It was just amazing. The thing that I remember the most though was that ice cream. Do you remember?
Ice cream. It was sweet potato ice cream.
She had sweet potato. I had traditional vanilla chocolate, but it was like everything you hear about Japan, modern, very modern
innovative
technology forward. You order it on a touch screen and then a person makes it for you and hands it for you. It was amazing.
It was really good. And the sweet potato ice cream was delicious.
It was. I took a little bite.
It wasn't overly sweet. And it was just so yummy. But it was totally creamy texture. So it was really good.
And do you remember, we walked up in the closed market, we walked up to a sign that said, "The world's best apple turnover."
It was.
It was.
It was amazing.
I'm considering.
It sounds like all we did is eat, but we split a lot. The ice cream we couldn't really split, but the turnovers we split.
I'm considering a 9-hour flight just to have one more of those.
It really was awfully good. Awfully good. And also when we are, these days, every time we travel, we do film. But before the channel, when we traveled, we didn't eat quite as much. We're eating more now because we have to show more on camera because we want you guys to enjoy it and see what these different various exotic places have to offer.
Absolutely.
So it's kind of fun. And the interesting thing about Japan is that we've traveled, and I mean, we know very little, but enough French to kind of get ourselves around. And we know enough Spanish to get ourselves around. But something about having the Japanese characters, we didn't know. We just really didn't know. And at one point, we found ourselves in a subway station, and we really couldn't find the exit, and nobody spoke English. It was very late at night, and we got out of it, and we managed it.
It was our first
very
night.
First night.
I did not have Google Translate set up to the point where, I mean, by day one we were completely set.
But
that first night, it was interesting, and a lot of people they had their phones like hanging around their neck, and they had their translators. So we finally were able to find one of their transit authorities who translated for us. You have to insert the ticket to actually leave the station. So we were just kind of going around in circles with all our bags.
We just got of a 12-hour flight.
Yeah, it was interesting.
And we were exhausted. We had all the luggage. We had the big orange suitcases, And it was interesting. But we got out of there. We got our they don't have Ubers. We got our taxi. We
Mhm.
got to our hotel. And then from then on, we're fine. By the end of the 11 days, we were pros.
Oh yeah, it was just so much fun.
It really was. It was great. Japan was great.
All right, what would you like to show next?
Well, do you want to go to the Japanese
Ooh,
statues?
hey, man, it fits.
Now, these are not, I need help. I could not possibly
They
do
are
this
heavy.
by myself.
Now you got these when we were picking with Danny the Niche Lady.
I did.
Yeah, these were great.
These were not picked in Japan, although they are by a Japanese artist. That's this one goes in the middle.
They are heavy.
They are a 3-piece. You can
Sorry
see
for the
them
little
on the
earthquake there.
screen.
They're so heavy, they're moving the table.
You see it on the screen. I should kind of move my chair a little bit.
There you go.
Is that better?
Yeah, we can see the screen very well.
Okay, so these are amazing. I don't have it. Do you have the
They
description?
are Japanese iron sculptures of the Awa Adori dancing figures by Keaton Takahashi.
Takahashi. That's what I'm remembering when I did my research on these guys. They're absolutely amazing. They're, I think they're 1960s.
They are 1960s.
Is what I found out. So they're MCM, mid-century modern, and they're extremely heavy.
Thank you, Sassy Susie. We enjoyed bringing it to you.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. And if anyone hasn't seen, I'm going all over the place, squirrel. If anybody hasn't seen our Japan videos, go back and watch them. They're really fun. I like watching them, and I was there. So they're really fun. But anyway, back to these now. These are really nice art pieces. They're really good.
9.5 inches tall each. Really. The weight to these are solid iron.
They would really, really be a fabulous piece, accent piece. I say piece because the 3 of them are set to any setting.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's not MCM, they're really imagine those with maybe an ikebana display next to them,
very nice.
Plants in front of a painting. There's just so many different uses for these. They're art. They're beautiful, and there you go. I want to include those tonight because they need to be out in the world.
Mm-hmm.
They need to be out in the world where they can be seen, loved, and appreciated. And I'm going to lift them down. And you can always use them for exercise. They're so heavy.
You know what?
So well made.
I want to share.
Yes.
I'm trying to find something. Oh, that's cute. There we go. I want to share something that nobody has seen.
Am I making a silly face?
Yes, you are.
Oh my gosh.
I want to share something that nobody has seen from Japan.
Yeah.
When we were at Tokyo Disney.
Yes.
One of our favorite Disney films. I mean, we love most of them, all of them. But one of our favorite Disney films is Jungle Book.
Yes.
And we are walking out of the Jungle Cruise, which was amazing in Japanese. And Baloo is hanging there with us.
Oh, and I am making a silly face.
Look for the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities.
I shouldn't sing. I don't want people to leave. Well, let me put my little tumble up over here and my little haul. All right.
All right. What would you like to do? We want to talk about glow glass?
Yeah.
Let's talk about glow glass here.
Let's do something for Gary.
Because we talk about this a lot, and
Gary.
And I want to let everybody know that I have the updated number. We were going to do it in tonight's episode. Let's give you the updated number for his glow glass goal. So Gary is not feeling well tonight, but he has a goal. He is trying to get a muscle car using nothing but glow glass. So that's uranium glass, Vaseline glass, custard glass, amberina. Any of those 4 qualify. When he finds them, when we find them, when anybody with Picker Road finds them, they go into a special section on pickerroad.com. You can go to our homepage right now and scroll down to the bottom, and it's called Gary's Glow Glass Goal. So,
he's making a face. You've never seen such a happy guy. He's going to get a muscle car.
The goal is, the story is, I'm going to take you right there. Look at that. Look at that happy guy.
Look at that.
So the goal is that he's going to take all the profits from the glow glass and he's going to get a muscle car with that. It might not be the final one. It might be a starter one that he's going to restore and then, build it up into the next one. Hey, Kim, you're never late. It's so good to see you. Thank you for coming on in. So he may get a single. He might start with one car and clean it up, fix it up, and then turn it into another one. But we will let you know when he finishes the journey.
Well, they're
It's gonna
going to be along as
Of
he
course,
finds it.
of course.
The minute he moves on to the next step.
Yep.
Right now, it's the finding the glow glass and bringing the glow glass to you guys. Once that step is completed and he's got enough in the kitty to start looking for a car, you guys are going to see every single step of it.
Yes.
You'll know exactly what's happening all along the way. It's kind of like, there's been so many whoops.
I think I put my phone on top of the
There back.
It's coming back. Put it on top of the magnet and I put my phone to sleep, my computer to sleep.
Sorry about that. Anyway, what I was saying, it's like that common I don't know what you'd even call it, experience.
Yes.
Where somebody started with a paperclip and they bought a house. It's kind of that idea, but modified a little bit to fit Picker Road.
And when we're all done,
we're not quite that extreme.
When we're all done with this, we're going to take the whole story and we're going to show it to you. Maybe make a little documentary about it.
Do you know a documentary filmmaker?
There might be one around here.
In case anybody doesn't know.
Oh, I know a documentary.
I'm sure you guys do know. William is a director and a documentary filmmaker, award-winning documentary
There's two documentary filmmakers here too. A film by William Conlon and
here it comes.
Rhodey. Hello, everyone. Hello.
Let's see. It took exactly 22 minutes.
22 minutes for Rhodey to show.
There he is.
She's got a bow.
There she is. All right.
So, long story short, when you last saw us, the last time we did an update on the channel, he was at $644 in profit. He's looking for $10,000. I'm going to do a drum roll, please. Drum roll, please. $763.
Yay! Thank you, everyone.
Are incredible. So many of the items from Arroyo Grande sold instantly as soon as we posted them.
Thank you, guys.
He
Seriously.
is so excited.
All having fun aside, we are so grateful. And every time you guys buy any piece of glow glass, Gary is giving you a keychain flashlight so that you can always identify your glow glass. So that will always come with anything you buy. And
hey, Chelsea.
Hi, Chelsea. Aren't you packing?
I'm gonna just.
Judith, of course. Good to see you.
Hey, Judith. So good to see you.
Thank you, Judith. Wonderful to see you.
This is another reason why I'm excited to be live tonight, and we're hoping to be live more often, is because we want to be able to talk with you one-on-one. So thank you so much for being here, Judith, and thank you all for being here. I see that I want to say about 75% of you have clicked the thumbs up. So, that little thumbs up button right there.
It tells the Google algorithm.
It just tells them to come on over.
It gives me a headache just thinking about it. But they do have that. And that's what makes channels successful.
Mm-hmm.
When people like us, then it tells Google, hey, they're doing something that people like. And it's good for our channel and keeps us going. Hi, Patty. Good to see you.
Oh,
it's good to see everybody.
Never running late.
No, hey, you're here now. Hey, we're going to be here for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So Chelsea's already in Boise.
Oh, nice.
Nice. Oh, good picking. Good picking there, my friend.
We can't wait to hear what you get.
I know. Hey, if it's good, maybe we'll join her sometime and do a joint pick.
I would love to.
Wouldn't that be fun?
I have never had an actual Idaho potato in Idaho. We got to do that.
Okay.
I like baked potatoes.
When I said picking, I meant this stuff, not potatoes, but we can do both.
Yes, we can.
Potatoes are very good for you, actually.
Yeah.
We don't eat a lot because we're always trying to eat low carb.
Mm-hmm.
But boy, we do love potatoes. We're Irish. There we go.
We're having fun.
We're having fun. So these come as a set. Can you hold that side up?
Set of two.
You see them in the back screen. They're really green, really glowy.
And I just want to say we just got an order in. So after this, we're going to show some items and then we can put them aside because they have been purchased.
Oh, thank you guys so much.
Thank you so much for
everyone. And if you like this format, let us know. We'll do it more often.
Absolutely.
We just, it just is one of those things. We thought it would be a really fun thing to do, to hang out with you guys.
Mhm.
I mean, we would like to come to each and every one of you, and that's me shaking the table, and meet. And we're gonna do a cross country trip and try to get to everywhere
Absolutely.
and have like meetups and have fun.
Oh, it's going to be great fun.
Love it.
All right,
Love it.
so we're going to just show these real quick on camera, and then we're going to take them off because they have been purchased.
Okay.
The large hull vase.
Ah, that's beautiful. Got a gorgeous one. There it is. Beautiful.
That's a beauty right there.
And it's all, I love that when it's such clear markings.
Yeah, Hull was so good about doing their markings.
You can see it's so well done.
Judith, yes, we see you. We see you coming through in the chat.
Yes. Absolutely.
Can you share the name of one of your documentaries so we can watch? Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Here, let me bring up a link to it on Amazon, and you can take a look. I've had one feature documentary and several shorts. The feature documentary was about the making of Planet of the Apes back in the 60s. It's about the makeup artists who created the incredible work on Roddy McDowell, Kim Hunter, all those great Maurice Evans.
But it's even deeper than just Planet of the Apes.
Right. It also tells kind of the story of makeup in Hollywood and these incredible pioneers and how they changed everything in film industry.
You wouldn't have had Star Wars,
without
Star
Trek,
these innovative actors,
all these incredible
and makeup artists.
Yeah, so it's a really fun Hollywood story. Next documentary we're in very early stages of. We're going to make it right alongside Picker Road, so you'll see the journey on that too. But that's going to be really fun. It's a little Hollywood history. We'll tell more about that as it develops.
But Making Apes, the artist who changed film, our documentary. William is the director. I produced, and Gary's a cinematographer. Our executive producers were Tom and Barry Berman, some of the biggest names. They're behind everything from The Goonies to
Scrooged,
Michael Jackson's videos, Scrooged. I can't even think of them all. You name a great film.
Disney fans, they did Captain EO.
They did Captain EO. It's just so much. I don't want to bore you with the list. And
there's a link. There's a link in the chat. You can watch it for free on Amazon if you have Amazon Prime.
Absolutely, and it's really quite. William, we interviewed Guillermo del Toro 5 days after he won the Oscar for The Shape of Water. Amazing
filmmaker, really humble person, considering he's made some of the most successful and lauded films of all time. He's extremely humble about it, and I'm a fan. And
he's a big hugger.
Yeah, he's a big hugger. He's just very kind, and he's actually he's going to be involved in our next one too. So
all exciting stuff. I don't want to talk all about that, but that's just one of the documentaries. So anyway,
Chelsea, you get a VIP trip anytime, and I promise you, when he gets that muscle car, you're going to be riding down the Las Vegas Strip in it.
You bet. Anybody who comes to Vegas is going to get a ride in the muscle car. Mm-hmm. All you have to do is get here.
Join the journey is a literal thing.
We mean it.
It's literal.
We do this because we love to include everybody.
I mean, back in February, I was in Florida, had the great opportunity to meet one of our fantastic supporters who's been with the channel from the beginning. Laura and I went to all of her favorite thrift stores, and we put together a fantastic video that we had a great time at. We found some amazing treasures along the way. And that's exactly what I was.
Laura.
Yeah, if Laura's in here watching,
she's not. She may watch.
She'll watch the replay. But thank you so much for that time. I really enjoyed that. I can't wait to meet everybody as we continue to travel. So that's another reason why I start every live chat by asking where everybody is from. Because if I see a place we're heading to, you better believe you're going to hear from us.
Yeah, really. This journey is just starting, you guys. We're all together on it. All right, I think we've showed the cups.
All right. So we're going to have a few other pieces of glow glass throughout the show. If you want to support Gary and his goal, we appreciate it.
Let me get that
over. All right,
there.
What do you have next?
All right. I want to do this tin.
Oh, nice.
I found this not that long ago, and I think it's just spectacular. It reminds me of, something maybe very Pennsylvania Dutch. It's hand painted. I believe it is. I have it as vintage. It might be antique. I just can't be sure. It's old. It's in great condition. It's got the wear, but it's got the wear that you want to see. And I love the way the lemons are hand painted on here. I love the handle. I think that it just would be super cool. There's the picture on the screen. You can
Mhm.
see it too. And I just think it'd be super cool with maybe a plant in it. You'd want to probably put a liner so you don't, so that the metal wouldn't rust. But it's all that nice black paint.
It's really nice.
I just love it.
Madison,
Cool.
we would love to go picking in Jersey. We've got that whole area of the country on our list, and it's coming. It'll be coming. I'm hoping next year.
And considering that I'm from New York and we used to go back much more regular basis, it's life. You all know that.
Yeah.
It's just you just keep going and the years tick off. So we're anxious to get to the Northeast.
Well, and not to mention our plate
and
has
the
been
South.
our plate has been very full. I mean, in the last
Yeah.
year,
Mhm.
since we started the channel 18 months ago, and in that time we have been to Switzerland, Paris, Florida, the Caribbean,
Japan. I know this more.
all over Nevada,
All
up to
over Texas.
Lake Tahoe, Texas,
Seattle, Portland,
Denver, Chicago, Mackinac
Salt
Island.
Lake City.
18 months.
18.
We're going to Europe in December. We are going.
Vienna.
We're going to Mexico in October. I mean, we're taking you all along every single step of the way, and Ohio is calling for Pick a Road. I like that.
You bet.
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, maybe.
Ooh, I love Ohio.
Yeah.
And we can't wait to get up to the South. We've done Florida. We want to go back. We can't
Mhm.
wait. But I can't wait. We want to go to New Orleans.
New Orleans.
The Ville Carré.
Yes.
Old section. This looks like something that you might find there.
Mhm.
Actually, I really like it. The measurement is in the description. I'll just do a
Abi, ABI. Thank you so much. I remember your very first video. I have been subbed since the beginning. That means so much to us.
Oh my,
it
we have
really does.
So many of you have.
Yes.
So many of you have just supported us every step of the way.
Mhm.
And I don't even know what to say.
Our gratitude is immeasurable.
Yeah. I don't want to get we got to keep going here. I don't want to get all teary, but this is absolutely from the heart that it means so much to us because we put everything into these videos and to doing this, and you guys get it that we're all on this together and it actually works, and that means so much. That's why our videos incorporate a little extra besides all of the picking.
Abigail.
That's why we try to do, we try to bring in the food because we love food travel shows. We love watching them. One of our favorite shows is Somebody Feed Phil. We love that show. So we wanted to incorporate our own little way of it, just in a small way. We try to do activities. We try to show you guys we want to make you feel like you're going, and maybe you'll go there someday yourself. But if not, then you've experienced it with us.
Absolutely. So Abigail is Abby.
Yes.
And Catherine is asking if we've been to Minnesota. I think we had a brief layover in Minneapolis, St. Paul once, but we've never had a chance to explore. So I would love
the Twin Cities.
The Twin Cities would be so
wonderful.
My brother David, who you get little snippets of, he's elusive.
He's elusive,
but he's the
unicorn.
He loves baseball and hockey, so we will get up there someday, and our way of getting him there will be the Twins and the Minnesota Wild. So we've got 2 sports teams for him to go experience.
That's how we get David to go to those places.
Yeah.
Oh, he's all for Mexico.
We haven't even announced. We're going back to Salt Lake City.
Yeah, we'll be in Salt Lake City.
November.
Yeah.
We convinced him to join us in Salt Lake City because we're going to check out the new Utah Hockey Club, which just joined the NHL. But we're going to be in Salt Lake City picking garage and estate sales and all those incredible stores that you saw us at just a few weeks ago.
Gotta go back and check it out some more. Beautiful, beautiful city, beautiful state.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so this is about without the handle. It's 8.5 inches tall.
Nice.
8.5 inches tall. Just a fun little tin. All right, move that over there.
Any plans on visiting Poland? Ooh, I'd love to.
No, but we would love to.
Yeah.
All such friendly, beautiful people, and all that beautiful Polish pottery.
Oh yeah,
that'd be great.
And the food. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
You know.
With us, it's always the food.
What'll be interesting when we go to Austria
Uh-huh.
in December.
Yeah.
I believe that'll be the furthest east we've ever gone.
Really?
Yeah, because prior to that, it would have been Italy.
Okay.
Yeah, so that'll be
That was before the channel.
that was
though.
before the channel.
I want to go back to Venice.
Oh my goodness, the picking in Europe is just
I couldn't even imagine.
yeah.
The orange suitcases aren't big enough. We have to buy extra suitcases.
Trunks.
We have to buy extra things. But yeah, so yes,
Hey
thank you.
Helen.
Hopefully we can.
Another great example. Our good friend Helen, who's joining the chat.
She's saying Redondo Beach, right in her.
Yep.
So we're gonna say it if it's all right.
So a few months ago, we were passing through her area, so we were able to stop by and say hello and introduce ourselves
and hand deliver
some items that she had purchased from pickerroad.com. That is the best. We absolutely love that.
And we can't. She was so gracious. Helen, thank you so much. You are such a dear.
Mhm.
You really are. You're such a dear. Thank you so much. It was really, really great. Okay, what are we going to do next?
All right, I gotta say,
what?
I was asking people to do the thumbs up.
Yeah.
There are only 2 people right now who have not done the thumbs up. So whoever those 2 people are, 2 thumbs up. Just Siskel and Eber at us, and we'll be fine.
All right, what should we do next? Oh, let's do the cat.
Ooh, I like the cat.
The cat. This is a Tanala cat. He came from Pelston, right outside of Mackinac City, right across from Mackinac Island. And he has traveled. He went to Chicago. He went to all over Colorado, Denver, and then he went on to Salt Lake City, and then he did some of the driving home to Las Vegas.
License and registration,
Gary's
please.
not here. He can't say he didn't.
I'm looking for the cat. I am not seeing him
The
in here.
Tanala cat.
Yeah.
He's coming.
Oh, there's our cat collection. I'm bringing up all the cats.
Is he just under Tanala, maybe? There's one blank space there. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did. 1 second.
It's a
That's for
cat.
the cat collection.
This is live, folks.
We're live. Do we not have the cat in there?
Are you serious? Of course he was on. I thought I've seen him. I thought I have seen him.
I'm looking.
Okay. Tanala cat. What is that blank space there?
That's for the actual cat collection.
Oh.
We don't have the Tanala cat up. Let's talk about him and watch, you're on the mic. All right.
I can't believe it.
He wants to stay with y'all. I like that. No, it would say sold out if it was on there. That's the first time that's ever happened.
Did we move him into sold out by accident?
No, it would be. I don't know.
Because I know we showed him.
I know. That's so strange.
We boo-booed. We're gonna we'll put him aside, and suppose we show him. We'll get to make sure we have him on by Tuesday's video.
We will make sure of it.
We'll make sure he's in Tuesday's video, and he will make his way into Tuesday's recap.
Right? Chelsea's saying
Right.
You need your producer.
I do. This is what happens when you go to Boise. This is what happens, Chelsea. All right, so we don't have a cat. How about, is that a reindeer?
I would call that a reindeer.
Look at him. This is so funny. Do you see what it says on there? Bank those bucks. There it goes.
And he's a Fitz and Floyd.
He's a Fitz and Floyd. Let me show you his little symbol. There he goes. Fitz and Floyd. He is so adorable.
I'm going to put the link in there for him.
He is
He's so whimsical.
He's big boned.
Well, room for a lot of it's
Money.
nice. It's nice when you have a big bank because you can set a big goal, and when it's full, you don't have to break this one because it's got the little rubber stopper at the bottom.
You just take any money out, and you can refill him up.
You stand there
There's
shaking
his
him, and the
I
coins
wouldn't
flying
want
out.
to shake him too much.
Very gently,
he's
shaking
too cute.
him.
You want to look at those eyes.
He's going.
Who me? He's very cute. He's so cute. He's so cute. He's about 5.5 inches with his little horn. He's antlers, and he is about 6.5 inches in length with his little big boned. He's not chubby. Look at him. So cute.
I like him.
Well, thank you, Rhodey.
You're welcome.
It means everything to have your approval.
Always.
I think Rhodey likes to get the last word in. All right. All right. Let's catch up on the chat. He is wonderful. Oh, yeah, maybe so. No, because the cat, I don't think he would have been in sold.
Yeah, he would have. It would say sold out on there. So that's a very rare miss on there. We will make sure that it's added in by Tuesday.
Yeah. What is that game? Miss
Battleship.
Battleship. We do pretty good.
You sank my Tanala.
Let's do something. Let's do something very elegant.
Ooh, Lenox.
Lenox. This is the optic swirl. You're getting very sleepy.
It is
Sleepy.
5.5 inches tall.
Mm-hmm.
It's got the Lenox USA on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
We are offering that for $16. I'm going to put a link in the chat.
5.5. You already said that. Beautiful, beautiful condition.
I love Lenox. I mean, everybody knows at this point that I try to grab it when I see it, and it's just, there's something about it, the creaminess, the quality, the gold accents. I think it's just beautiful. Very, very nice.
Great.
And it's always reliable. They're a consistent company.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Very much so. Well, yes, because you see the knockoffs.
Right.
That's when we say, I think that wants to be Lenox.
Yes.
But it's not.
It's Lenovo.
You can see because the way the gold trim
No offense to Jay.
is painted on it. And then you see ones that are like a knockoff. You just see the difference. It's just so pretty. You can just see it. And the other ones just aren't. All right, I'm going to put you down there safe. And I want to talk about this.
That's the one yes.
Yeah. What were you saying?
I thought it was the blue one. I was going to say that's sold. That was the other item that sold earlier.
Right. Well,
Want to show that real quick?
Let's show this here. It's a little heavy.
May I?
I love this piece. I've been holding on to this. Let me see if I can do it with one hand. There we go.
There we go. Congratulations. This is the blue hobnail. Beautiful. Look at that.
I love the color.
Show that.
Absolutely love the color.
Isn't that fabulous?
That's the Fenton.
Got that Fenton right there. You see, I'm going to catch up with the light.
There it is.
Look at that.
Absolutely beautiful.
Congratulations.
Lovely, lovely little dish.
Howdy, Beth. I love howdy.
I do too.
Howdy's a fun way of saying hello, right?
It is.
I remember when we were up in Deadwood, South Dakota.
Oh,
like
that was so fun.
It was so much fun. If you ever get a chance to visit Deadwood.
Like stepping back in time.
Right. Yeah, and we were walking into a place and the cowboy walking out holds the door for you and says howdy, and you say thank you, and he goes, anytime, ma'am.
Anytime, ma'am.
That was fun.
Love it. Love. Here we go. I'll let you talk.
Are we going to walk like an Egyptian?
Walk like an Egyptian.
Now, this is not from Egypt. It might be, but I found this right here in Las Vegas at an estate sale on the channel. Fabulous piece of Egyptian revival. This is old. I want to really get up close here. Look at the metal work on that. This is howdy from Tyler, Texas. Oh, nice.
We love Texas. Texas was so welcoming when we were filming there.
Kindest people. We had such everywhere, yeah.
But
we've been to
wonderful memories.
Austin, Dallas, San Antonio, New Braunfels, that big power plant that's now an apartment complex.
Right.
It was this power plant that was the largest power plant west of the Mississippi when it was built, and it became unused, and they turned it into loft apartments. Really incredible complex.
And New Braunfels is where they have Oktoberfest.
Yes.
And you float down the river.
Yeah.
We didn't get to do that.
Someday.
But our friends told us all about how wonderful it was.
I am going to just pop this up on the screen here and tell you how much we have it posted for. This is, I believe this is authentic Egyptian revival. I mean, the age on it is apparent. So you're talking Howard Carter, the 1920s. Really just incredible era for Egyptian material. It changed everything when they found King Tut's tomb.
It did. From women's jewelry to clothing to architecture
to film, the Mummy.
Yes.
1931. It took them about 5 years from the announcement of King Tut's tomb to make what is one of the greatest horror films of the 1930s. Boris Karloff's follow-up to Frankenstein. He chose to be the Mummy.
But it also never stopped.
Mm-hmm.
The absolute fascination with Egypt and all things Egyptian continued just recently, even to the series of mummy films that have been out. it's just been incredible.
Yeah. And they're working on another one right now, I think.
Yeah. I mean, it never left.
And what's nice about this is this can be an actual tray, working tray, or it can be decorative. You got
have
your
the hangers.
little hangers on there.
Look how old that is, that
So is it
metal.
decorative or working?
Yeah.
Loving the live. Hope Gary's feels better soon. Thank you, Mary.
Thank you, Mary.
And hey, Aunt Amy, good to see you.
Good.
And good to see you, Chad. Good to see you all.
Okay, so Kim says that there's a Lenox factory outlet in Egg Harbor, New Jersey.
It's like one of those cartoons where it's pew, and there's a cloud in the shape of me.
and the
Cloud.
wall is a shape of Will. the hole in the wall.
The hole in the wall, like.
Thank you, Mary. That we really appreciate that.
So that is the Egyptian tray.
Yeah, I love this. This is so cool. Let me put that right here.
Oh, we were going to talk about that at the end of the show, but since Chelsea's bringing that up, we have Christmas in July on Tuesday.
We do.
That's going to be amazing.
We have been collecting Christmas all year.
We've got Anna Lee. We got Longaberger. We've got Lenox.
Hand curating, hand picking, really fun stuff.
There may or may not be a leg lamp.
Oh, that's right.
You'll shoot your eye out. Where is going to be? It's going to be great. I'm on the
Fitz
fence.
and Floyd.
I'm on the fence about something.
What?
I'm really on the fence about something.
Yeah.
Do I wear my incredibly kitschy Star Trek Christmas sweater or my incredibly kitschy Golden Knights Christmas sweater?
I'll have to see them side by side. It's cold enough in our little studio to be able to wear it, I think.
Yes, I will be wearing a Christmas sweater in 115 degrees.
We just won't open the doors. So if you're going to wear the kitschy sweater, do I wear a kitschy sweater?
I don't know.
I don't
Star
know.
Trek for sure. We got one vote for Star Trek so far.
All right. Live long and prosper.
Do you know who taught me how to do this?
Leonard Nimoy's son.
I wish. No. I wish
him.
Leonard Nimoy. I've met Leonard's son many times.
Yeah.
No, Nichelle Nichols, Uhura. So Nichelle was so sweet. She passed away a couple of years ago, but whenever I got to see her, what she would do is she would take your hand and she would go like this, and she'd position it for the photo just to make sure that it was just right in the photos.
Isn't that nice?
She was so sweet.
Aww.
Yeah.
Aww. I didn't get to meet her. Well, I didn't go with you.
No.
You and your friends always did that. That's so fun.
I think the votes are in.
It's going to be a Trekkie kind of Christmas.
It's going to be a Trekkie Christmas with a Santa hat in 115 degrees.
Okay. Yeah.
Huh?
What's next? Oh, let's do something for Gary.
Yes, another glow glass, please.
This is really old. This is amazing. The etching on it.
You know, we did
depth.
not.
What did we do wrong?
I don't think we ever met Richard Simmons, did we? You didn't.
Richard Simmons, no.
No. Yeah.
He did. He was very transformative for so many people.
Mhm.
He and so many others. Like, was it Jane Fonda?
Jane Fonda, worked out Olivia Newton-John.
Olivia, who we've met many, many times. We miss her. She was the kindest person.
Mhm.
They all did these workout and kind of got us all moving back then. It was great. Richard Simmons, he was an original.
Do you know what I have? I have a video disc, which is the precursor of Laserdisc. A video disc of Richard Simmons' workout.
You're kidding?
Yes.
Where'd you get that? Obviously
at a sale.
At a sale.
Santa Barbara. I bought a huge lot of them, and it was one of the ones in there.
Wow.
I think I've got Richard Simmons and Jane Fonda.
Wow.
Yeah. It's just
amazing.
The funny things that you encounter along the way, right?
Yeah, really. My goodness.
All right.
Okay. So this is Vaseline glass, and wait till you see it light up. Woo!
Look at that. Now I'm gonna do my best telethon here.
Yeah, what does that mean?
Do my best telethon because we gave you an advanced preview earlier of what the Glow Glass goal total is going to update to on Tuesday's episode. We're at $744.
Right.
If somebody purchases this before the end of this live, I can tell Gary that he's crossed over the $800 mark. Just saying.
Just saying.
Just saying.
I'm
He's
not going to sing in the arms of the angels.
Let's bring up the screen. Let's update the total. No, it's
No.
fun.
We're teasing you guys. We're just having fun. But I love this one. This was a really nice find.
And this is true antique.
Yeah, this is 1920s.
Look at that pattern there with
you
the
see the
flowers.
roses, or well, they not daisies, or they're just flowers.
It is a berry bowl by Adams and Company.
Right.
Yeah, highly desirable.
All right. There's that. And I should get him a measurement. It says so.
I have it right here.
Do you?
I have it for you.
Oh,
it is
you.
6 by 5 by 6.5 by 6.5.
And you get your little flashlight with it. Turn that baby on. There it goes.
Very nice.
Here we glow again.
I could not believe how much amazing glow we found in Arroyo Grande.
We did.
At that store.
It was really fun.
Was huge. What you saw in the episode was maybe 40% of it. And the two ladies that were running the store, they both subscribed.
Both Judy, right?
Both named Judy.
Both Judy.
Which was funny because I called Judy and I heard two yeses from two different sides of the store.
They were lovely.
They
absolutely lovely.
They were so fun. And if you're watching Judy, thank you again. Either Judy. Thank you both so much for your hospitality, because they both subscribed to the channel while we were there. And it was just so much fun. I cannot wait to go back, because I'm sure there's going to be more.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
They had beautiful glow glass. Unfortunately, some that we couldn't buy because it was at market price. We buy it even if we have to pay up, but we have to be able to make a little bit because we're trying to reach this goal.
Part of his goal.
We're trying to reach this goal. And what it does is it also teaches me and both of us what to look for out there. What are the possibilities?
Yeah.
The amount of glow glass that was produced is actually there wasn't a lot. It was just that they're so beautiful and so diverse. Remember that one vase we saw that had like the cutout metal casing? It almost had a Tiffany-esque feel to it.
Yes.
It was I think they wanted $185 for it, and that was right on point.
Right.
There's absolutely no profit there for cars. But it was so fun, and we have to go back there because I'm sure there's still many treasures for us to uncover.
Absolutely. And that was only one store. Old Town Arroyo Grande has a ton of antique stores.
We do.
Yeah.
We do. We spent all our time in that one, though.
We were there working on one of our other projects, so we only had so much time to film, and that
we gave it 2.5 hours.
We had 2.5 hours there to create the hour-long video that you saw. So we'll be there for many more adventures. I'm sure. Yeah,
I'm sure.
The crazy thing, I don't know if anybody here has ever been to Old Town Arroyo Grande. Leave it in the chat if you have, but there are chickens all over the place.
Everywhere. It's like Kauai.
Yeah, it's like Kauai on the island of Kauai in Hawaii.
There's chickens everywhere.
You
in the parking lot.
Sit in an outdoor restaurant and you're just enjoying your pizza, and all of a sudden you hear pop, 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 pop.
Lots and lots of chickens. Look, Kauai is beautiful.
Chickens, you say?
Stangl,
you say?
Yes, that's right, Rhodey. This is a
ARG.
As in pirate. This is a vintage Stangl vase. And it has the original sticker on it even, which is, let me get that up there so you can see. There it is. A little bit of glare.
Look
but
at
there
that.
you can see it. 22 karat gold in the decoration. That. And it is also marked on the bottom as usual.
Love Stangl style.
There it is, Stangl.
Stangl style.
Stangl
You say that
style.
5 times?
Look at the shape on that piece. Beautiful shape. Beautiful accent piece. And it measures, what do you have on your thing?
I have 7.75.
Yep, there it is. Really nice Stangl piece. And this is the first time it's been seen on Picker Road. What do we have it for? How much?
We have it for $38.
$38. an original vintage piece.
I want to get it up close here.
Yeah.
Look at that. The way that the gold is in there. I mean, isn't that just stunning? I love that style.
And that's the real deal.
Yeah.
That's not MCM light.
Right.
That's the real deal.
Mm-hmm.
Love it. Very fun. All right. And that is the Stangl piece.
What do we have next? What would you like to show?
What would I like to show? Why don't you show this, because it's little.
Ooh, object.
Deo. They.
And we learned no C. No C. It's
object.
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 No C.
Object.
No C.
Object. Say it fast.
Object. Object. I can't.
It's by work of art.
Here we go. And there it is on the back.
It's the Jester.
The Jester. Doesn't have to be Mardi Gras to
there
have
it is.
him. There he is. There's our little Jester guy.
Oh, it's like
He's so fun. He's the only one I've ever seen from this line. What are you doing?
I'm like making it come out of the screen.
Oh, there it goes. Special effects, folks.
Isn't that great?
You don't even need ILM.
And look at his face opens up into the trinket. A lot of people say that these are great for pills. You know,
pills. Really,
you can put that on your table, and you have your morning pills on there. Though. Yeah, absolutely. It's fantastic little trinket box.
Yeah, you could put so many things in there.
Mm-hmm.
Little notes. Great present. Put his face up and do his profile.
Hey, Barb. Popping in to say hi. So good to see you. We thought we would do a little live tonight, just a little pop-up.
You're just popping in, Barb. Gary's under the weather. He's got a tummy ache. He'd love it if I said that. Gary has a tummy ache. He's just got an upset stomach.
Wait, hold on a second. Yeah.
Gary has a
Did she really just say that?
He didn't say that, did he? He's not watching. But anyway, he's fine. He's taking the night off. So we thought we would do a little pop-up live. We haven't done one in a while. We thought we'd just have fun. Good to see you. Good to see everybody. And thank you guys for hanging with us.
Yeah.
It makes us feel special.
We're just telling stories, showing items. It's a lot more casual than usual. Just having a really good time and hanging out with our favorite people.
We're not exactly doing it on a power through. I mean, unusual. We're usually pretty cool. We're pretty chill.
Keep glowing, Gary, and feel better. Good to see you both. It's good to see you.
Good to see you, my dear.
Thank you, Abby.
Aww.
It's and I want to say
this is it.
I want to say it's real. It's real.
Is it. This is what you get in the car on the couch.
I didn't develop my punniness 18 months ago.
No, he was born with it.
Or it was Maybelline. I don't know.
Oh my goodness. What?
You said he was born with it. I said maybe it was Maybelline.
What does that mean? Is that a commercial tagline?
Isn't that? Yeah, it's maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline.
Oh, I thought that's You Deserve It. Oh, that's L'Oreal. I don't know.
Because you're worth it too.
Oh, no.
We're not getting paid for this.
See, filmmakers, they hear, see, and retain everything.
But I'll tell you, we've talked about it before. Why I attribute being good at comedy, improv, banter, all of that stuff. When I was in college, going to film school, I thought it would be fun to work with actors, not just work on cameras. I was learning about cinematography, all that. I grew up with cameras in my hands, so it's been in my blood my entire life. But as I was learning the technical art of making film, I thought it would be really great to work with actors. So I enrolled in an improv comedy class, and it was taught by a gentleman named Bill Steinkilner, and he and his wife Sherry wrote a very, very inconsequential television series. Days. It wasn't very big, and it involved a bar in Boston. I think it was called Cheers. Yeah, no, it was they were the most incredible people to study with.
Oh, can we tell a secret? Don't they have the Cheers
they have the bar stools? In their house. Yeah. So I got to study. I was going to take this for one semester just to work with some actors. I ended up going 3 semesters to this class because it was not only so much fun, but it was such a great opportunity to learn how to work with actors and to develop skills that help you in everyday life, conversation,
Absolutely.
comedy, everything. Making people laugh is a gift, and I appreciate it every day. So I took 3 semesters of improv comedy with him, and that's what I attribute a lot of my ability to just throw references and have fun and make people laugh. And Barb, thank you. I have no plans, no plans to change.
Thanks, Barb. Appreciate it.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun to be fun.
But also, we grew up with such a tight knit family,
Mhm.
and we were always, I mean, everything wasn't a big joke or a sitcom or something, but we were able to keep up with each other and his brother David he's not quite as outgoing, but boy, he's got really funny. When he comes out, he may not come out with one every minute, but when they do come out, they're pretty funny.
Yeah.
He's got kind of a very dry humor, and he's hysterical.
Oh yeah.
He's actually hysterical too. So it's you kind of have it all around you.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So that's neat. So we showed our jester.
All right, we have another object art. Do you want to show the other?
Sure. This one is a fruit basket.
Oh.
Oh, what?
I'm saying, it's a fruit basket.
It's a fruit basket. Isn't that cute? Cute little fruit basket. It's got a banana. I love the way British people say banana. Banana. I love it. You want to hold it up? It's got a banana, is the way I say it. Grapes.
You say banana, I say banana. Banana.
Banana.
Banana.
Banana.
Let's call the whole thing off.
Okay. Is that cute? Look at that. It's like a little picnic basket with fruit on top.
It's like you open it. Will you apple me? Trying to see. So
it looks like you've
you got apples,
grapes. I see grapes.
Bananas, grapes.
Peach.
I'm trying to see what the white ones would be.
The white ones?
What would those be?
I think they're supposed to be peaches.
Peaches.
Maybe they're just
very nice.
A white peach.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's heavy.
It's got nice
These
weight.
are so well made.
Object day art are so great.
Object
day art.
Object day art. All right. That's that one. Now let's go for a little bigger box.
Ah.
Aha. Aha. Look at this.
Hey, boo boo.
This is.
Barb said it in the chat. I got it. Hey, boo boo.
This really nice little box. I got this at an antique store in Santa Barbara that was unfortunately closing down. I believe they had lost their lease. They had been there for 30 some years.
Yeah.
And they didn't really have a giant sale. They had small percentages off, but I couldn't leave this behind. It's got a carved piece of jade, of like a white jade on top, with all these really nice ornate brass fittings. And I want you to do me a favor and show them the back so they can see the hinges.
The nails and the hinges, and you can look at that. Isn't that great?
I think that dealer had said that was 60 years old.
Something like that.
I can't remember exactly, but it is quite old. And then on the inside, it's got all that beautiful padded satin in that Japanese, or actually I think this is Chinese rather, pattern, a place for rings, jewelry, padded on the top. Just a really, really pretty little box. And do you have a measurement on it, or should I do it?
I have the measurement as 6.5 by 3 inches.
You can see it's heavy. This piece is heavy. It's well constructed. Really beautiful little piece. And you don't have to use it for jewelry. You could keep other little trinkets and treasures and boobles and baubles. Bippity boppity boop.
Bedknobs and broomsticks.
Keep all sorts of little treasures in here. My treasure box.
And I just have to say thank you so much to one of our, we like to respect people's privacy, so we're not saying names, but one of our
Unless you want us to.
In the chat, if you want to say it, you're allowed to say it, who purchased that incredible tumble up that we saw earlier.
Oh.
And this stunning German vase. Why don't you show that next, since that is now sold?
Absolutely.
Congratulations.
That tumble up. I knew that. And this.
Look at this.
Did you guys see the video? Hold it up so I can get up on screen.
Look at that. I'm going to start wide, and now I'm going to show you. It's like 2001: A Space Odyssey. I'll be like, dun, 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 dun. Look at the quality of this.
It's gorgeous.
The detail.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Look at that.
It's beautiful. It depicts a young gentleman, and his clothing is so beautifully done. It's German, and his face is beautifully painted.
Das Vase.
When you see something like that, you see the difference. I don't have any here because I don't buy any of the low quality ones, but boy, do you see the difference.
Mm-hmm.
Put the face up again, would you? Look at the quality.
Look at the rosy cheeks.
And the painting.
Uh-huh. The bifold,
everything.
the bifold hat.
The eyes. Let's put it up on screen.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much. And that tumble up is gorgeous.
Really fantastic.
I love that piece. It's just beautiful. But did you guys see me dig this out? Now, where was that basement? Who am I seeing?
You have to find his lady. Aww.
I know. But
we'll keep an eye out.
He is, but he could be proposing to you. Put this.
Not to me, but you know,
I'm
to you, the purchaser.
I know, not to you.
Wait, hold on.
I'm working here.
Hold on, I know who he's proposing to.
Oh, here it goes.
Beautiful dreamer waiting for me.
This is what happens when
look at the eyes. Look at the loving, adoring eyes that Rhodey is giving.
And Rhodey is going to be seen on Pick a Road merch coming very soon.
Hello.
There's all sorts of things in the works. And you guys are going to be very happy. Actually, what I'm trying to say is, where was that basement? Was that here in Las Vegas?
Yes, that was just a couple of weeks ago, or maybe last week.
Is that in Las Vegas?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. So this house, we're on the road so much, hence the name. This house, there was a basement, and we had to go down, and we were at the beginning, we were the only ones down there, and it was really hot, and it was really hard to see.
Park says, wait, we're getting merch. Oh, we're working on it.
Oh, it's happening.
We're working on it hard.
It's happening.
Yes.
It's happening, Barb. And I found this box, I believe it was.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't in the trunk. The trunk is where I got that incredible quilt. Afghan. Not a quilt, Afghan. You guys will see soon.
Mm-hmm.
But I dug this out, and it was wrapped. And there was like nothing special around it. And I unwrapped it. And here was this perfect, gorgeous vase, German vase. I just couldn't believe it. It was like, are you serious? This is here? Yeah. Really?
That's the most fun about this, is the treasure hunting.
This really was.
Mm-hmm.
So congratulations, and thank you so much to whoever bought it.
Yes, thank you. I can see. I'll be telling her as soon as we finish.
Beautiful, beautiful piece. And the tumble up.
Yes.
Oh my God. I love that tumble up. All right. Just a spoonful of honey.
Just a spoonful of honey makes the medicine good. I know it's sugar. Don't at me.
I was just teasing.
I just saw not too long ago.
I dug like
Julie Andrews turned 90.
Did she
and
really?
AFI did a Lifetime Achievement Award. Did anybody see this? Did anybody see the Lifetime Achievement Award for Julie Andrews?
I didn't.
Where all of the surviving Von Trapp children came out and sang to her.
Are you serious?
I mean, that was just...
The only one that's gone is Charmaine Carr.
Exactly.
Liesl.
Yeah.
The oldest.
Really incredible that they all came out and they performed for her. Yeah, that was...
When I was growing up, The Sound of Music was my favorite film. My sister and I would watch it over and over again. We loved it. We loved Julie Andrews, and we loved Christopher Plummer.
She got to meet Christopher. We both did. I met him backstage. You actually interviewed him.
Yes, it was a real highlight, and he was such a gentleman.
Mm-hmm.
He of course is the finest actor, one of the finest, and of course then years later, not too many years, I was still pretty young, but he starred my favorite film of all time, Somewhere in Time, and it was just an amazing thing to actually meet him.
So I'll tell you what I did, because I broke a rule.
I met him, of course, as part of we're the film crew for the Santa Barbara International Film Festival.
So he was there the year he won his Oscar, and I broke a rule that year. there's a main rule, but then we also have our own rule that we never ask for autographs
We
with
can't
celebrities.
because it's not part of.
It's not
It's
what
not
we
that.
do.
I'm there. I'm the house crew.
Yeah.
I am the. Oh, what would you call it? The
It's just not something we do.
ambassador.
Right.
So,
But knowing how much she adores him and Somewhere in Time and everything, I snuck backstage to the exact right spot that I need to be in, and I just said, "Excuse me, Mr. Plummer, my mother is a huge fan of yours. Would you mind signing this?" And I had a picture from Somewhere in Time ready, and he said, "Oh, absolutely, very kind." You know, exactly what you would expect from Christopher Plummer, such a gentleman. But I said, "Would you sign it for Harlene?" And he went, "Oh, what a lovely name. How do you spell that?" I spelled it. I said, "Oh, that's a lovely name." I mean, so that just what a wonderful moment with the man. He was just such a treasure. And that is the only time I have ever directly asked for an autograph at the film festival.
Yeah, because you are a director. You don't ask. Well, there are directors ask each other for things.
Oh,
I mean, all the time.
Guillermo del Toro has more autographs in his collection than I do.
Yeah. So, but thank you for doing that again.
It was a joy.
I was overcome.
It was a joy.
I needed smelling salts.
Mm-hmm.
I was a bit verklempt.
He was hilarious and funny and nice, and they did a big tribute for him. He sat on stage and he told his life story. Really great stuff.
It was a wonderful evening.
As somebody who
is a good son.
Oh,
yep.
As somebody who loves film, I love hearing about film. I love hearing people tell stories about film. And what I try to do is I try to absorb them and relay them and, share them so that those stories live on.
Well, it's that life experience that makes you better at directing and makes you better at everything that you do, because he grew up in it. Gary and I have been filming celebrities from the beginning. We were just kids starting out. 2 kids with a camera and a dream.
Oh, like you saw.
And you grew up in it.
That's how you got to know Jane Seymour.
Yeah, of course. She was our first client.
First client, became a wonderful family friend. And
30 some years later, we're having dinner at Mackinac Island.
Yeah.
Go figure, Anyway, it was great of you to do that. And thank you once again. I have thanked you many times, but thank you once again. How about a honey pot?
A honey pot.
This is artisan made, brand new. What did we say this was again? A honey.
It is a wand, right?
A honey wand.
A wood honey spoon.
A wood honey. And obviously the grooves are to catch the honey, bring it up out and drip it and drizzle it and whatever over your food.
I'm concerned though, because it's not spelled Hunny. Hunny. That's how you spell honey, right?
Yes, Pooh Bear. Yes, Pooh Bear.
Oh my.
So it's brand new. Brand new. Of course, that's all it would be. The whole piece has never been used. It is signed right there.
Yeah.
Yes, please. You see it right there on the side?
I do.
Excuse me.
I love the texture and the feel of this.
Well, look at the color. Look at the glaze within. It's kind of an abstract leaf design. And the browns mixed with the blues and the greens. You see how clean it is? Beautifully done. Absolutely stunning. And the lid, look at the little finial on the lid. That's your wand. Would you put up the finial, Pooh Bear? Hold up so they can see it. Look at the detail in that little piece even. I think that's so lovely.
Yeah.
Just really, really nice. Little speckled glaze. And let's get a measurement on that piece. That is...
I have it at 4.5 inches tall without the wand.
Without the wand, correct. But I thought that's just a stunning piece that they can't see. And you can see it on there on the screen. Just so fun. Love it. Beautiful. That is our honey pot. There you go. All right. We're talking about Pooh Bear. How about this?
Disney. All right, let me bring this up and I'm going to tell you about this because this is so cool. This was one of our finds.
Tell me a story.
This is one of our finds in Denver.
That's right.
This is great. So Disney, of course, had its 100th anniversary. Its centennial last year. D23, Disney 1923 to 2023, 100 years. I think this is so cool. This is brand new, never used mint condition. It's got the Disney 100 on it, but look at this. So it's the Disney 100, and you see the Disney logo. I'm going to bring it up really close.
This is the part that gets me.
Every single iconic Disney character makes up the logo.
That is so crazy.
Look, I'm gonna just point out a few that I can spot. I see Miranda from Brave right there. I'm looking. I see Peter Pan right there.
I'm flying.
I see Billy Crystal in Monsters Inc. I see Ariel, Little Mermaid. I'm looking all over.
Hi, Jared.
Here, I can do this. Eve.
Who is it?
Eve. Where's Wally?
I thought that was from Wally.
Oh, there's Pooh.
Oh, wait a minute. I see.
There's Pooh Bear. I see Lightning McQueen from Cars.
Isn't that Minnie?
There's Mickey and Minnie. I mean, isn't that just great? Oh, hello, darling. It's Edna Mode from The Incredibles.
Am I wrong? Isn't she supposed to be Edith Head?
She's based on Edith Head, yes. But do you know that the voice of Edna in The Incredibles is actually the director, who's a man?
The director did it?
The director. And I got to photograph him at an event, and everybody there, all they wanted was for him to just talk like Edna the whole time.
Oh my goodness.
And it's like, okay, darling.
Oh my goodness.
He's so into it. I think he's resigned his life to be doing that forever.
Oh my God.
That's why he took the role.
That's what happened.
Yep.
You know, we do that.
So it's got all the Disney characters and double-sided.
Nice.
It's on both sides. Never used. $18. This is a sizable mug.
Yeah.
That's
a Gary size mug.
This has got to be like a
Poor Gary.
24 ouncer.
I know.
A standard size mug is 14 ounces.
Right.
So I'm guessing
that'd be like a double cup of coffee.
Double cup of coffee.
Yeah.
This is a Monday morning cup.
Yeah. It's an every morning cup. I can only drink decaf, but boy, that does it for me. So I love it.
I did not put the link in the chat. Let me throw that up right there.
I like that.
There it is. If anybody's interested.
That is so cool. Unless you pointed it out at first glance, you'd never notice that.
Mm-hmm.
That's very, very cool.
I just think it's fun.
It is. It's very fun.
I think it's amazing that we have been to Paris Disney, and we've been to Tokyo Disney, and about a year before we started the channel, we went to Walt Disney World. We have yet to go to Disneyland on the channel. I grew up there. I had an annual pass for years. It's my favorite place in the world.
You were 2 months old when we first took you there.
I cannot wait to go back.
And I swear, that's when they were still doing the magical the Main Street electrical parade. I swear you were in a little carriage, and Dad and I swear your eyes popped open and you watched them go by, and you were only like 2.5 months old. You were a little tiny thing, and you loved it then. I'm going to get in so much trouble later on.
Why would she be in trouble? No, anything about Disneyland. I think it's an amazing place. It's a place that, really fulfilled Walt's vision of a happy place where adults and children could just be, happy and have fun and have no cares in the world.
Right. It's where adults can relive kind of that feeling from childhood.
Yeah.
Whether you relive your childhood, relive that feeling of freedom and just free to just have fun.
Learning more about Will's life and education really helped me understand. Oh, thank you, Mary.
Thank you, Mary.
I appreciate that.
And see, Jared is here. And I know Kim, getting the vapors with Christopher Plummer. Let me tell you, that's an experience. All right. I love Ken Edwards. Ken Edwards Tanala vase. Bluebird. Look at that. Sweet little bird. It looks to me like she's on a nest. She looks like she's on her nest. But the painting, we learned quite a bit about Ken Edwards, didn't we, Will?
We did. So, and again, like we keep saying, love to learn. We love to learn new things and kind of build this knowledge base about different people and artists and history.
He was a very prolific artist.
Incredibly prolific. He moved to Tanala, Mexico in the 1960s.
This is famous KE.
And he discovered Tanala style, and it enthralled him. He decided to open Ken Edwards Studio in Tanala, Mexico. And for the 60 plus years after that, he produced his work there. Unfortunately, we lost him a couple of years ago. So the original
I
Ken,
think, wasn't he in his 90s?
he was 95, 93, 94, 95,
Yay.
somewhere around there. He had an incredible life of producing this work. But the actual original Ken Edwards work is now a finite commodity. And having these in your collection really is something.
Yeah.
I think has incredible, stunning work.
He does so many. Look at the face on the bird. Look how simple. You're talking about such simplicity in those lines, almost in the way Picasso could get so much through with just a couple of scribble lines.
Right.
I love the look on that bird's face. You know, it's just, and the blues and the browns. That is his palette.
It is.
That he's so famous for.
Yeah. And this one is
how tall
6 inches tall.
You can see it in my hand.
Yeah.
But the relationship.
And, you know, I also want to show here, if I may. Look at the detail up top. Look at that. It's almost got a raku feel to it, almost.
I see what you mean. And the drip glaze.
Yeah.
You know.
And then it follows through at the bottom with kind of the cactus motif.
Oh, is that what you see as cactus?
I see cactus, don't you?
I do now that you've pointed out.
It's important. Whatever you see is what you interpret.
Right. I just saw it as, you know.
Exactly. The simplicity.
Right.
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 Yeah.
It's beautiful.
We cannot wait to see what kind of Talavera and Tanala we find down in Mexico.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. But this is a beauty. I bought this. Did I buy that from that collector?
Yes.
The woman.
Mm-hmm.
She had collected the finest of the Talavera.
She had Talavera, Tanala, she had Fiesta, she had Hall, she had Stangl.
She had a beautiful eye. But and she was selling it because she just didn't have room for it anymore. And we were very lucky just to be in the right place at the right time. But when you get a collector with a really good eye, you can sometimes snag some of these really nice pieces. And that's what I did to bring to you guys on Picker Road. I love this piece.
Ooh,
you know what? I should do some jewelry.
Yeah, do some jewelry. Let's
do some jewelry. This piece came from Santa Barbara. This is Spiny Oyster turquoise.
I believe so. I'm bringing it up right now.
This was a new one for me. I had never seen this before, and I fell in love, love, love with it, with that stone.
No worries, Monica. You're here now, and that's what's important.
Hi, Monica.
Oh, good night. In and out.
In and out. Great to see you. Thank you for hanging with us. Thank you, everyone, for hanging with us.
And thank you for everyone who did the thumbs up. Appreciate that.
We do so much. This is all set in sterling silver. It's got these little balls on each side as a. Here, I cannot get this camera business. There we go. Now I can see it. Isn't that great? I love that little design on the side, that little accent touch, set in beautiful, nice, heavy, substantial sterling silver. And I just love that stone.
I'm kind of leaning back here so you can see it there. Look at that.
Oyster turquoise.
Isn't that amazing?
That was the first time I had ever heard about when I found this ring. And I thought it was just sensational. And so show the kind of a cabochon cut to it. You can see it's all there. That's all smooth on top. It almost looks in the picture like maybe that white is an indentation. It's not. That's all smooth right there. So you have this beautiful coral color. You've got white. You've got the green. It's just sensational. And then the detail around the side there. I love that.
So Kim is asking about Mexican pottery.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
As I understand, Tanala is an actual city, a town. So you call it Tanala pottery. Like Limoges, France. But that style has expanded beyond that town. So when you say Tanala, it could mean that it actually came from Tanala, or it could be that it's Tanala's style, which is built off of that. Talavera, I do not believe there is a town called Talavera, but Talavera is that specific style of extremely vibrant colors.
We might have more knowledge after
we're going to learn, and we're going to film it all, and I'll tell you, advanced preview.
Yeah.
Advanced preview.
Talk to me.
I have already, researched a Talavera studio that we're going to go to in Puerto Vallarta. And this is where they actually do the painting right there in front of you. So we're very much looking forward to sharing that with all of you. We're going to film it. We're going to show you pieces as they're being painted, as they come out of the kiln.
I mean, that's what we hope.
Yeah, we hope.
That's our plan.
But I feel confident.
We can pull it off.
I feel confident. So, and then we're going to definitely bring back as much of it as we can.
As much as I can stuff in my orange suitcase.
walking out, you know.
As much as I can stuff in my orange suitcase.
Am I coming? Yes, I am.
No, of course you are, Rhodey.
As James Cagney would say, my mother thanks you, my father thanks you, my hedgehog thanks you, and I thank you.
That's really a thing, guys. And that is our Spiny Oyster turquoise ring from Santa Barbara. Love it. What size is it?
It is.
I don't have my ring sizer here.
Approximate 7 to 8. It's moldable. You could expand it if you needed to, right?
No, only with a jeweler.
No, I'm saying with a jeweler.
With a jeweler, but because it's so thick,
mm-hmm.
it was hard for me to get it exact. There, it's all marked.
7 to 8 is what you.
I don't know if you can see
you
the
have
markings
listed.
Right there. There's the marking, but because it was kind of in between a 7 and an 8, it gives you a lot of room, and because the stone goes up there in the sterling. As
There's
you can see,
the 925 up on the screen. If anybody,
it gave you a little bit of wiggle room on that size. But I love that ring. That's a really beautiful ring. Yeah, beautiful ring. Let's what do we do? Oh, we haven't done these 2 plates.
This is our last piece of glow glass for tonight.
Last piece of glowy glass. I'll ask you to hold them up.
Now, of course, we are under very bright studio lights right now. When you have this in the dark, it looks more like that.
Yeah.
And
it's got the main ring,
yes,
like right in the center.
What I love is when people display these with black lights too. Mm-hmm. You can mount very thin, low profile vroom vroom, says Jared.
Yep, that's it, Jared. That if Jared, you came in late. Gary has a bit of an upset tummy tonight. Well, I shouldn't say tummy. He's not a 2-year-old.
I love it.
He's got an upset stomach. Well, hey, once a mom, always a mom. So he's got an upset stomach, so he is sitting tonight out. But we promised him we would do some glow glass for him.
So, what I was saying is you can get very low profile black lights and you can actually mount them into a cabinet. So you could click a switch and you could turn it on and then these just fire up green like that. Look at the photo there.
And the main, it seems to be centered, this kind of ring of fire.
I went down.
All right, there it goes. We are squirrely.
Hey, what song came on the radio earlier?
I don't know.
Like a rhinestone cowboy.
It did. You know what? I'm not going to rest till we make a funny abstract music video about that. We have to do it. We have done many, many music videos in our day. So we're going to have to figure out somehow how to do it.
Like a rhinestone hedgehog.
We're going to have to do something funny at some point. We'll see what we'll do. We'll figure something out. And each plate measures.
Nancy, hi from South Louisiana. Excuse me. We were just talking about New Orleans earlier, how much we'd love to visit Louisiana.
I haven't been there since I was quite young and a teenager. But I'd love to go back. I remember my sister did a lot of the planning of the trips like what you did. And she had on our agenda, our schedule, to go to Preservation Hall. And we saw Sweet Emma.
Sweet Emma, who, if you've ever seen
the Preservation Hall band,
The Cincinnati Kid with Steve McQueen and Edward G. Robinson, she and the band actually play themselves in the movie. And it's
so real.
It's so
because
real.
They're not actors. And you
know,
can see they're not.
And I still have the record album. So I'm the record guy in the family. I still have a vinyl player. I have speakers, everything. I love records. So you gave me your vinyl of it, which is signed by the entire Preservation Hall,
including Sweet Emma. I was 13 at the time.
I put that
and they signed it all for me.
I put that record on frequently. It's an amazing jazz record.
It's so great.
You just you close your eyes and you feel like you're in New Orleans in the 19. Yeah,
It
well,
feels like
she
there's-
recorded that one in the 60s. You would have gotten it much later,
Oh,
of
yeah.
course. But she, she was there for 20, 25, 30 years.
She was, and she was wonderful.
Yeah.
And she was no nonsense. There was no pretense. She just was who she was, and so far from Hollywood or any of that kind of feel. They were real. And at the present, I don't know what they do now. That's why we have to.
I've
go
read
back.
they still do.
But at the
perform there.
time, you sat on the floor.
Yeah.
They had things like old car seats pulled out of cars, like
Yeah.
a car seat, like probably it was bench seats.
Mhm.
And I can't remember exactly, pillows maybe.
Yeah.
And
I've seen pictures.
you've
There were
seen
pillows
pictures.
and
And that's what we did. Our family, we sat on the floor, we listened to them. It was an amazing experience for a young teenager just getting into your teens to have that kind of influx of that real jazz. That was really cool.
and of course you know what's at the end of the album, right?
Well,
Oh,
now he's
when
going to
the
test me.
saints go
Oh, of
marching in.
course.
Oh,
A
when
standard.
the saints go marching in.
That was so
It's,
cool.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
everything about New Orleans.
It was. We can't wait to go back.
The only thing that's missing is some beignets.
I knew he was going to go there. It was so good.
Café du Monde.
Yeah, so wonderful.
All right. So
All right, we're done.
last piece of glow glass
Squirrel.
for tonight. If anybody wants to help Gary cross the $800 threshold, we're getting
Nancy's
there.
from just south of NOLA.
Love it. Love it.
Perfect.
You know what I would love to do, because we had a friend who was there about a year ago, and he sent us back. Oh, Mary, thank you. Finally subscribed. Love the
Aw.
fact you give Chinese. Oh, thank you.
Aw.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Oh, thank you so much, Mary.
Well, the
Welcome
thing-
to Pick a Road. You've joined the journey.
Exactly. And the thing that we say quite often is that made in China does not make something bad.
No.
Modern, mass produced, of
Right.
course, you see us put it back often,
Right.
but you see those, you can tell when it's an older piece and,
right.
and
I
quality
never mean
work
any
and-
disrespect when I
No.
put made in China back. I should probably stop just say mass produced.
Right.
Because that can be from anywhere that's mass produced. That's
Yes.
basically what I'm saying. I'm always looking, guys, it's just me trying to curate the finest items to bring to you. You guys have a finite amount of bandwidth to be in this second market world, and I respect that. And I don't want to waste your time, and certainly never your money. I want to bring items to you that are really a quality. Doesn't have to be super expensive or anything, but just a quality that you want to make them part of your world. And I know
Aw.
no jokes about Ariel or whatever.
Right.
I mean that. If you want to have it in your home, if you want to give it as a gift, whatever, it's got to be, in my opinion, it's got to be something super special. And again, money doesn't have anything to do with it. You can have a very small piece, but if it means a lot and it's special, that's all I'm ever looking for. I
Mm.
want to surprise you guys. Sometimes I do have to get things that there's more than one of. There's Tanala out there, so it's a Tanala vase, and there's going to be other ones. But I try to pick the ones that I think are super special and that you're really going to like. So that's all I'm doing.
And Jared says, who all is wearing a Picker Road bracelet?
Thank you. Thank you. I am. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm wearing mine. Is Rhodey wearing? Oh. Thank you, Jared. We have seen some leaks in our system. We'll have to plug those up. We'll have to plug those up.
Sorry. We're back.
Okay. There's our plates. All right. Is there anything we haven't shown?
I'm looking.
Well, I have.
Oh yeah, no, I
We
believe
have jewelry.
and the dresser.
The
piece.
dresser box.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's talk about this piece.
Oh, we're in
This
this. We're in the sterling silver segment of tonight's show.
Yeah. This is the solid sterling silver art glass.
See the
Turn
9.
it around.
Here, I want to show the 925 right there. At
I
the,
got this in Chicago.
Yes.
Chicago.
My kind of.
Now you hold it
town
there, and I'm gonna do this.
Chicago is.
Look see the art glass? Isn't that cool? Look how that's done. It's heavy. It's stunning colors. Look at that. Nice, thick, nice big bail on it. Now I have it on a silk cord because I want it to be very neutral. You can always put it on something else. If you'd like it on a colored cord, I have it on black silk cord is what I have it on, which is lovely. You can just use that, or you could put it on a sterling silver chain if you have one.
Show you that 925 right there.
I like it on the black cord. I think that's stunning.
And the black cord has an extension on it, so I think you can go up
what
to
is
18?
The measurement?
I want to say 18 inches.
18?
Oh, 24 inches, excuse
24.
me. 24 with
inches.
extender.
Could make it a little shorter or a little bit longer. And I love that. And what's the size of the pendant? It should be on there.
I do not have a measurement for the pendant itself.
I could sworn I
We can
measured it.
fix that right now.
We can remedy that. However, we can't remedy right now the fact you don't have a bracelet on. Thank you, Jared.
Get me a bracelet now.
It is 1 3/4 inches across on the bottom to give you guys an idea of the size. Nice weight, beautiful colors, nice piece. That is a sweet pendant. And our final jewelry item, I thought I'd bring the Brighton.
Oh, yes.
Look at this. This is an unusual Brighton chain.
I get this up close here.
Look at that link chain on this Brighton. It's got these little charms that say love, and you've got a flower, and just kind of those abstracty Brighton, beautiful enameled pieces.
It says play, fun, love. It's got like a little sun, a flower.
Very whimsical.
The flower have hearts in it.
Very, very whimsical.
Really
and
lovely.
Then go straight down. Look at this chain. It's heavy, beautiful Brighton quality. You guys know Brighton. It's got a great quality.
It's got the little bee heart right there on the back.
Brighton
your
labeling.
Signature with the bee on it.
And it's a lobster claw clasp, right? Let me see.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, so it's a lobster claw clasp.
Lobster.
What's the size on that one?
We have
We're going to bring it up.
Hold,
bring
please.
It up. We're going to bring it up. Yes. Hold for the director.
$39, and it is a 18-inch chain with the charms measuring a total of 1.75 inches.
There we go. I'll let you hold it back now. Very well done.
Oh, and I just saw also on the back, it's got kind of the reverse of each of the charms.
That's
See,
how
love,
they do it.
play.
Brighton is so
very sweet.
Attention to detail.
Yes, indeed.
That's a sweet little necklace. Very, very nice.
Lovely.
Lovely. Loverly.
Are you just trying to trigger me with these? I wouldn't.
Doesn't take much,
loverly.
Just a little trigger.
Loverly.
And I think are we up to our final item?
We might just be.
Excuse me. My goodness, really?
I think we are.
Wow.
We've shown a lot.
Wow.
Well, bring it on up.
Okay. This is super special. This is our antique sterling silver cut crystal Art Nouveau dresser box. That's a mouthful.
It is a mouthful, but I'm going to set the crystal down and I'm going to show you this lid.
This is turn of the century.
Look at that. Incredible artwork on here.
Excuse me.
Art Nouveau. Look at her. This is sizable weight to it for a sterling silver piece.
And
I'm going to get
reverse
you the reverse on the
now,
inside.
I never polish old antique silver. I want the patina on there. I have watched Antiques Roadshow. If a buyer wants to polish it, perfect. That's up to them. But I want to leave the original patina on there for you that shows that age.
Look at that face.
Look at her face. She's so Art Nouveau.
But here, let me show you right there. Catch the light at the right angle. There is your sterling.
Right there.
Right there. It is sterling, and then it says 820, which I'm guessing is the model number from
something like that
from the studio.
Look at it catch the light like a prism. Beautiful, heavy piece. I can't find any flaws in it, and it has survived all these years. Amazing, absolutely amazing, guys.
Just incredible.
Absolutely amazing thing. And I can't believe that's the last piece we have. I
think that might be, yes. But we're not done. We're not going anywhere.
We're not going anywhere.
Because this isn't just a sale.
No.
We were here.
It's a hangout.
It's a hangout. It's a Sunday evening. We're all having fun. And we also, like I said at the beginning, it's kind of an ask us anything. What would you guys like to know? We've said this before, we've only done a few lives. We really want to do more of them. The problem is we're just on the road all the time filming all this wonderful content.
We're going to do more lives.
So we're going to certainly
we're
try.
committed to doing more lives. And we want to do some more lives from around Las Vegas. Kind of just, getting you guys, we'll maybe take a survey with what you guys want to see.
Well, I mean, everybody, you've heard us talk about it. The Las Vegas Arts District, where the Picker Road Boutique is one of the top locations in the country right now for travel.
Voted that. We're not saying that. It was just voted that.
It is incredible area. They just announced that the Neon Museum, where all the old marquees from former Las Vegas casinos are on display.
All the signs.
They're moving it from its current location opposite Fremont Street to the Las Vegas Arts District. So I mean,
it's like a $40 million renovation.
Huge.
It's going to be incredible.
Huge. I mean, the area is growing leaps and bounds. So just today we were talking about it. We have somebody we'll be introducing you to who actually does tours of the Arts District, and he's going to take us to the best locations there. So we'll start in the Picker Road Boutique in Antique Alley, and then we'll just work our way outside, and then we're just going to explore the whole area live on camera with all of you.
Right. So you guys can ask questions. It's going to be raw and natural and like all our videos.
Okay, so Mary says, to Harlene and Will, going to Austria in December is fabulous.
Yes.
The Christmas markets. That's why we're going.
And
Cannot
we're
wait.
not just going to the Christmas markets. We're going to the Christmas markets with Laura Caldwell and Jess and her husband Jesse Caldwell. So Laura and Jesse are a hoot.
Are they owls?
They are so much fun.
They are great.
We had dinner with them up in Oregon several months ago, talking about doing this, and we are so excited. They are so funny.
I'll tell you something.
We kind of get along really well because we're all on the same page humor-wise.
I'll tell you something really funny. Where we had dinner with them.
Yeah.
If you're ever in Portland,
it's so
good. There's this company up there. It's called McManamous. It's a mouthful. It's McManamous. So what they do is they buy old properties and they turn them into experiential locations. So they own hotels, restaurants, speakeasies, all these amazing things, theaters. What they did is they bought an old school. It was the Kennedy School, named for JFK, and the school had closed and was going to be demolished. And they actually bought the entire plot of land and they turned it into a hotel and restaurant. And it was really incredible. And there's a very famous YouTuber named Ryan Trahan, just a little bit younger than I am. He's got like 15 million subscribers. And he just put out a video where he goes up there. So we beat him. We beat him to it. But it was just such a fun place because it's an actual school and the classrooms are now hotel rooms and bars and speakeasies.
When you're walking in, you feel like you're going to school as a middle schooler or something. It's really the school hallways.
And this
it's
is
like you're on your way to the principal's office.
And this is what I think is really funny. The detention room and the principal's office are both the speakeasies. So that's where the hidden bars are.
It's
so
very funny.
I mean, yeah, it's just the great experience. So we went there with Laura, and that was where we all sat and kind of talked about Austria and all the fun stuff we're going to do.
The trips they were now the joke is that they were going to be in Japan pretty much the same time as us, and we wanted to do a meetup in Japan. We couldn't go on their Japan trip because we had already pre-planned to go with our executive producer on our animal show. We were filming all over Japan, all different animal rescues and everything else. So, but Laura was very interested in some of the cat cafes we were going to, and we wanted to do a meetup, and we just missed each other by a day.
Ooh.
So we couldn't do it. But the joke is we were on the bullet train going one way and they were on the bullet train going the other way. But
a very quick wave going by. I gotta say,
yes.
Just into the desk.
Just in news desk. Flash.
I got a text message
from
my father.
Oh boy, here it comes.
He says,
I shouldn't have said tummy.
He says,
I'm sorry, Gary.
Tummy ache? Really?
Did he really?
Yes.
I'm so sorry, Gary. Oh, I have to go. I'll go make him some toast.
Okay, so I want to respect because there's questions here. Multiple people here are saying that they all discovered us through Danny the Niche Lady.
Yes.
First of all, thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Why don't you talk about that?
During the pandemic, all of our productions were shut down. So for a short time, probably 2020 it would have been, we were kind of laid up, and like so many people, I turned to YouTube to get entertainment after we had, exhausted every single movie. You had told me how fabulous the YouTube was for finding new creative outlets.
Well, the first thing that we ever found on YouTube was Brian Christopher.
Brian
Christopher Slots. I don't know if any of you watch him. We're big fans of his. You've met him.
I've met Brian and Marco and everybody. But anyway, I found Tiffany from Thrifting Vegas, and I adore Tiffany's accent, and I just thought she was the best of fun. And she was out there doing what I wasn't able to do at the time, because we were kind of all not doing that at that time in our area of California. Everything was closed.
Right.
I couldn't go anywhere.
We didn't have a choice.
Didn't have a choice.
Las Vegas opened a little bit earlier. They had different protocols.
But at the time, we were still living in California, and there wasn't nearly as much as Las Vegas in that Santa Barbara and outside area, and everything was closed. All the malls of antique malls, all the thrift stores, everything was closed down. There were no garage sales happening. But I guess things were still happening in Las Vegas. And watching Tiffany be able to source and everything, I got so excited. And Tiffany was talking about on one of her shows, she was talking about her wonderful good bud, her bestie, I think she used to call, is Danny the Niche Lady. So I watched Danny, and oh my goodness, Danny is just so wonderful. I really enjoyed her knowledge on glass and just so many things. So I was watching the two of them, and I just thought it was great. I just really enjoyed them. And then when things got back to normal again, I was able, when we were moving here and making the transition, I was able to reach out to them. And I actually met them in person for the first time at the fantastic indoor swap meet that the two of them were sharing a booth at the time. And it just took off from there. We had some lunches together, and I just adored them. And it just was really fun.
And then one of the things that, of course, we all admire about both of them is their love of animals. So after you got to know them for a while, you asked if they could appear on Animal Zone, which is the animal welfare television show that we filmed in Japan. So at that point, we filmed a few episodes here in Las Vegas, and one of the things that we worked into our schedule, which was just wonderful, we went to Dog Junkies, which supports, dog adoption.
A home for Spot.
And we filmed Danny and Tiffany live shopping in Dog Junkies.
With our executive producer and host.
Finding all these amazing things and saying, this is $5 and it's worth $100, that kind of stuff.
It was really fun.
Yeah, it was so great.
And it just grew from there.
Yeah.
We just all had just a good synergy.
Mm-hmm.
And we were with Danny on her adventures into her own thrift store. If you guys remember the good stuff, we were her big supporters. We went right in with her right away, as did Tiffany and several other people. But, we just had a good time. We started filming together a lot, and I'm sure we'll film together again. Everyone's just so busy right now. The Niche Shopping Network is keeping us all pretty busy.
Tuesday. This week, starting tomorrow, is Christmas in July. We will be live on there on Tuesday. That's
4 p.m.
That's a full-on sales show. Of course, our wonderful Chelsea producer, who was in the chat earlier, will be running everything. That's a little different than tonight's pop-up. So that's how we met. And it just grew from there. And I'm glad that we were there when Danny had to make some very difficult moves in her house. We were there to support her. You guys, you were carrying boxes.
Of course we were. But anyway, that's how we met. And it just was great. And Danny has been so gracious to us. As a new channel, she was so supportive, and we will forever be grateful to her for that. So it's just great. It's wonderful to have this community of people. And, we're out there on the road so much, filming so much, but we all kind of stay connected. So it's really, really nice. And you guys are all part of that too.
Truly.
So
now Ella would like to know if we ever got to meet Patrick Swayze.
No, we never met Patrick.
Yeah.
We never did meet Patrick. Loved him. Gary, one of his favorites was always North and South.
With great series.
Patrick that was kind of his breakthrough role, I think.
Yeah.
And of course, who doesn't love Dirty Dancing?
Ghost.
And Ghost.
Amazing film.
Ghost.
I got to meet Whoopi a few years ago, Whoopi Goldberg.
That's right.
And I recall it was a Star Trek event, because of course she was a lead cast member on Star Trek The Next Generation. And the conversation she was doing kind of deviated into Ghost for a few minutes, of course, her Academy Award. And she's always talked about how wonderful it was to work with him on that film.
Yeah, he seemed like a really nice guy.
They had such a good dynamic on that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And you have interviewed Demi Moore.
I
remember
have.
she presented an award to Jessica Lange, and we had her on the red carpet.
Yeah, she was lovely.
Yeah, very nice.
She's just amazing. Have you guys seen her lately? She's
stunning.
Is she late 50s? I think middle to late 50s.
Yeah.
But she's got long hair, and she's just lovely.
You need to come to New England. Mary lives in Connecticut.
I love Connecticut.
Connecticut doesn't have much, but Connecticut has the flea market.
Right. Oh my gosh. But
I keep wanting to say Broadacres. That's the one here. Brimfield. Yes.
Oh, wait, I just want to go back. Madison likes Tiffany. Oh, I know her accent. I've told Tiffany a million times. You can read the phone book and we'll all listen. It's so beautiful. When I grow up, I want to sound like that. She's let's see what else we have. I love that you guys and you love animals. We do all love animals very much. Yes, I watched.
So the question from Madison was, did we ever meet Alan Thicke?
Oh, yeah, he's a great guy.
He lived in Santa Barbara. Really, really fun guy. That was at a New Year's party we were at with him and another famous Alan Parsons.
Yeah, Alan Parsons been great.
And he was just really, really kind guy. We lost him far too soon.
Oh my God, he was so young.
Yeah. I remember David, when my brother was going to UCSB, he managed Starbucks.
Yes.
He was the manager of one of the downtown Starbucks. And Alan and a very young Robin would come in, and and he would buy coffee for the entire shop.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some great people have lived in that area.
Santa Barbara. I mean, you would see the thing about Santa Barbara that's really nice is celebrities can kind of let their hair down there. You know that you're not going to be bothered. You're not going to have the paparazzi.
Not the LA. There's a very different feel in LA.
Yeah.
And nothing against LA. I love Los Angeles. We love going there. But it's a very different feel for the celebrities.
Right.
They've told us that
Yeah.
personally.
Yeah.
They love when Will saying they love they come to Santa Barbara. It doesn't mean that every once in a while you're not going to get maybe a fan or whatever. And they're gracious. They're very gracious. But most of them are. But in Santa Barbara, they can just be a little more laid back. LA, it's a little more intense.
One of Gary's favorite stories to tell, if you were here right now, he'd tell you that he used to do a lot of filming gigs at a very specific location in Santa Barbara where a lot of celebrities would hang out. And he would always be going in with camera equipment, getting ready to set up and everything. And I think he saw Harrison Ford 2 or 3 times, and Harrison Ford would always kind of give him this look like, oh God, there's paparazzi here. So the 3rd or 4th time that it happened, he walked over and he said, just wanted to let you know I'm doing a corporate event over there right now. I'm not here to film you. I'll never be filming you here.
Harrison was so happy.
So happy. And every time he ever saw him after that, I was like, hey, how you doing? Good to see you.
Yeah, exactly. They've got to have downtime.
Right.
They've got to be off. And sometimes Santa Barbara does allow that, and I'm sure a million other places.
Mm-hmm.
That's just our experience. But that's why they go to private islands, I guess.
Exactly.
I don't know.
For me, the coolest thing and the thing that I love the most, beyond an A-list celebrity doing the red carpet and everything, I love to talk to the behind the scenes guys. The people who really are back there making the movies. I remember years and years ago at Santa Barbara Film Festival. It was actually the first year that I had a film in the festival. We were at an Irish pub downtown in Santa Barbara, very famous.
Called
Dargan's Pub.
It's great.
And if you ever go there, they do live Irish music. So much fun. We're going to film there sometime. I can't believe we haven't done it yet.
I know. It's so money.
But I'm there and I've got everybody who was working on it was a little short film that we did, and everybody who worked on it was there. We're all celebrating, about to go to our screening. And I realized that we are all sitting next to Haskell Wexler.
Haskell Wexler. Tell the people who he is.
So Haskell Wexler is one of the most prolific cinematographers of all time. He won the last Academy Award for a black and white film, a film that was actually shot in black and white. It was a little film called Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf, starring Richard Burton and Elizabeth Taylor. He directed and shot some of the greatest films of the 20th century, and he's sitting there alone at the bar. And there's like some film students milling around. And when we all realized he was there, we offered to buy him a drink, and he joined us. And he sat there and he told us stories about 60 years in Hollywood.
Does that sound like out of a movie in itself? That the older, incredibly accomplished cinematographer meets with young film students, and then they have that energy and that exchange. That was so lucky.
Yeah.
It was just fortuitous.
Just a really fun memory. And a few years back, I remember I'm in a Facebook group with it's people who work behind the scenes in film, and there's 40,000 people in it. And not long after he passed away, his son posted in there about it and asked people to relay their memories of him. And I posted my story about that on there, and he sent me a private message that said that was my dad. That's exactly what he would do.
Great.
He'd see film students and they'd be sitting there for hours.
I love that.
Those are the kind of things I love.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
So
I mean, we have filmed and interviewed over the past 18 years. Well, before that even.
Mhm.
I mean, we starting out, Gary and I, we were real young when we started out. And we started out some of the biggest stars, from Robert Mitchum, Jimmy Stewart, Jane Russell, Eva St. Marie, Yvonne DiCarlo, Debbie Reynolds. I can't even our first client, of course, was Jane Seymour. She was pretty young then too. But all these people that we filmed and met in the early days. And then he grew up going on shoots with us. And he knew by the time he had gone to film school and become a director, he knew how to work with these people, and they just adore him because he's so respectful of what they've done. So many, people can, think that they're all that in a bag of chips, and that doesn't go with old Hollywood. So
I wanted to show this. This is one of my favorite photos.
oh,
So you want to talk about a Hollywood icon?
yeah.
Really, this is one of the stories that I hope I can tell years and years down the line, since he got so much time. We got to work with Kirk Douglas.
Michael Douglas was a client of ours.
And we filmed at his house before, a couple of years before he passed away. And I was doing double duty. I was running a camera, but I was also running the slate.
It could only be the three of us.
Yeah,
it was a very
private thing. But that is Kirk Douglas right there, looking up at me as I'm slating the camera.
He's up looking for his direction from William.
And
that was just too much.
It was so much
amazing.
fun.
Gary loves to tell the story about how when Gary and Kirk would shake hands, hello or goodbye, that even at 100, he had, at that time, he had an iron grip.
Mm-hmm.
Kirk did.
Yeah.
And it was really good to know that he was so vital right up until the end.
And a great philanthropist too.
Yeah.
When
Alzheimer's,
when he turned, he never had Alzheimer's,
No.
but when he turned 100, actually, honestly, his recollection, his reason why he supported Alzheimer's was because he was good friends with Ronald Reagan, and he wanted to support Alzheimer's for that. So when he turned 100, he gave $10 million to Alzheimer's research.
He did.
Really incredible thing to do.
Yeah.
So that was the first time we directly worked with him. The second time was when he turned 100. He couldn't attend the event honoring him for giving that donation. So we filmed a little video of him.
The message that he gives at the event that you see at different events when a celebrity or a politician or whatever can't get there, then they do a package, or a little piece,
a message
that can, for the audience.
Yeah.
Now let one look at the end. So Ella is saying that they have a beautiful church in LA where many movies and music videos were, and 99% of celebrities are an amazing, sweet people. They really are.
Yeah.
And Ella also says that her husband is a pastor,
Oh.
and we rent out the church to almost 200 productions. Sounds about right.
Right.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Really, how fun. I bet your husband enjoys that too. You know,
Mhm.
that his church is seen in so many. Your
That's
church,
so great.
the two of you.
Yeah,
Love that picture. Great picture.
I love
Yeah.
personally. I love visiting famous filming locations and seeing the angles and figuring out how they got the shot that they got.
Yeah.
There's a great group online that I subscribe to where people will take pictures at spots and then
Yeah.
like kind of put them over the scene in the movie so you can see the exact spot.
Didn't you just do that with something?
I have done that a few times. I took a photo of her once at the base of the Golden Gate Bridge
Yeah.
where she's standing in the exact spot that Kim Novak was standing in Vertigo, which is one of my favorite films of all time. And then just last month while we were in Mackinac Island, I did that with one of the spots from Somewhere in Time. I did it with the wood post at the entrance of the Grand Hotel that Christopher Reeve is leaning his head on when he's sad and dejected. He thinks that Elise, his love, has disappeared. And it's one of the most incredible shots in the film. In the background, you see her walk up, and it's actually a split frame shot that they were able to achieve so that both he and she are in the same focus, even though they're 100 feet apart from each other.
Right. Even then, yeah, it made them look like they were on the same plane.
Yeah. It's just a great spot. And
that's Isadore Manikowski, who is the cinematographer in that
Yeah.
film. We've lost him, but everyone we've heard talk about him from that film absolutely adored him.
Yeah.
And he was so wonderful in what he did.
So when we were in that spot, I was like, oh, I've got to get that shot and see how he did that. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's hard to say that it's our church. You are more than welcome to stop by. We would love that.
I'd love to.
Can you, so our email, pickerroadlv@gmail.com. Shoot us an email and I'd love to.
Next time we're in LA, maybe we can swing by.
We'll coordinate that. If you're okay with it, love to film you guys talking about it. Love to hear some of the stories. I think that'd be fun.
If that just doesn't
not,
feel
no
right,
worries.
no worries. We'll just maybe grab a couple of exteriors.
Yeah, absolutely.
That'd be fun.
That's the kind of stories that I love to hear, though.
Because then Picker Road can have.
Sounds like a plan. I love it.
Yay!
That's great. Hey, you're seeing it live right here. We're making plans. One of the filming locations I love in Santa Barbara, of course, is Stearns Wharf. We filmed that a couple months ago on the channel. Two very, very famous films. My Favorite Martian was filmed there with Christopher Lloyd, but then everybody knows in Batman with Adam West, the kitschy, corny old Batman, when Batman is running around with the big, explosive with the fire going down the wick of it and everything, and he throws it into the ocean and it pops. That's Santa Barbara Stearns Wharf, right? Downtown Santa Barbara, Gotham Pier, as they call it. Yeah.
But that's awesome.
That's one of millions examples.
Exactly. Well, I don't want to go on too long.
I know.
I don't want to bore them.
We have had an amazing night. We are so grateful for all of you being here.
Thank you for the questions. Thank you for caring.
Yeah.
It means a great deal to us.
If you haven't yet, thumbs up.
Give us a thumbs up.
Yeah.
Give us a thumbs up. That's a like.
Mm-hmm.
And it just, as we've said in the beginning, in case anybody came in late, it just tells Google that you like what we're doing. And it makes them like us and push our video out.
And if you're watching the replay, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here. As you saw, all those wonderful items are available at pickerroad.com. I'm going to leave that collection up on the homepage until Tuesday when we premiere our next episode.
Our next video. It's really good.
It's fun. We're in LA. We're in Simi Valley. We're going to share some experience at Air Force One at the Reagan Library.
And this is stuff that we actually filmed several years ago.
Real quick, I'll tell you real quick before we start. When I was in college, I got to know a wonderful woman who was deputy press secretary to the White House during the Reagan years.
She's a good friend.
And she
let me tell you, she adored William.
Wonderful person. Just wonderful person. And she ended up helping build the library. So we came to do a cooking show there with our good friend Michael. And what he wanted to do is he wanted to cook famous dishes from presidential history. So he said, well, why don't we do it in front of Air Force One?
This is Michael Hutchings, a Santa Barbara legend. He is a fabulous chef. He was with the likes of Jacques Pepin. From France.
Albert Roux. James Beard.
He studied in France. He's fabulous.
Yeah.
He's now semi-retired and living in South Carolina, but he had a fabulous run. We did a TV show. We did 2 TV shows with him.
You can
And
watch one of them on Amazon. It's called The Santa Barbara Chef.
the Santa Barbara Chef. That's
Very,
our show.
very fun show. We had
But anyway, I
So-
digress.
so-
I just
so-
want to quickly thank you so much,
Yes.
Ella, Nancy, Jared, Kim, Carol.
everybody who commented tonight. Thank you.
Madison. It sounds like so much fun. Mary, I'd love to come to Mystic,
Ooh,
Connecticut.
Mystic Pizza.
That was really Julia Roberts. That was really her breakthrough.
Mhm.
And then Pretty Woman came off of that.
Yeah.
Oh, Catherine, that sounds so good. Bye, Nancy. Have a good night. Thank you so much. And Madison, we would love to come to Jersey Shore and get
Mhm.
together.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm sorry.
It's
Go ahead.
it's all in the journey. It's all
Yeah,
coming.
It's all
coming.
coming.
This journey is just starting.
Yeah. The journey is just beginning.
All right. So we will see you all
Will
Tuesday.
Did I interrupt your story?
No,
you were done.
You're fine. You're fine.
But thank you
I
guys.
was just saying we will see you all on Tuesday for our Christmas in July live on NSN.
That'll be on NSN, the Knit Shopping Network, Danny, her network. And
then as soon as that episode wraps,
our new video will drop.
our video will. I said that. Sorry, as soon as the live show ends, our episode will premiere on this channel.
On our channel.
So if you
Pick a
haven't,
road.
subscribe, like, leave comments on the videos. When we say leave comments on there, we read every single one of
I
them,
do.
and we appreciate so much that you guys are paying attention
And care.
about what we're doing
Thank
and
you.
being a part of this.
We
So-
don't take it lightly. Thank you
thank-
so much.
and we will keep our eyes peeled for schnauzers.
Yes. So now I know Madison schnauzers.
Hmm.
Really, really appreciate that. Yeah, Tuesday's video, we even end up in a Hollywood, right
Yeah.
across from
Yeah.
where
CBS Studios.
Studios.
There's a Goodwill right across from CBS Studios. We found some amazing stuff there.
Yeah.
There's a pretty nice find. Pretty nice. It's Hollywood adjacent related.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Something to do with Star Wars?
A little, well, maybe the force might be with this piece.
Anyway, thank you guys so much. We really, really appreciate you hanging out with us. This was kind of just a pop-up. And really, most of all, I want to say, I am so sorry, Gary, for saying tummy. He won't be mad. He's too sweet. So thank you guys so much.
Good night, everyone.
We love you guys with all of our hearts. Thank you so much for joining the journey. Bye.